Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Team SRG Championship journey. I'm Fakrul, your host, and today we'll be joined by my co-host Alan and John for today's session. And we got an exciting episode lineup for you all today.
Yes, that's right, Fakrul. Today we're taking a deep dive into the journey of Team SRG. How they face serious challenge, they see back into
Sir, I want to answer your question.
and ultimately achievement everything from their early struggles to their recent victories. So actually we have another co-host for today. Sadly, couldn't join us because his health condition.
But don't worry, okay guys. You guys can watch and we would share his opinion and perspective about our topic today on SRG journeys.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Faris Shazwan. Thank you for my host have been invited me to attend this podcast session, but suddenly I can't attend the podcast because I have operation on that day. But don't worry guys, I will do for you a video for my opinion about Selangor Giant. So I hope you guys will enjoy to hear my video, and let's go. So first of all, I want to tell you about the history of Selangor Giants. Selangor Giants are established on 2023, which name Yudu Red Giants. Yudu Red Giants is sponsored by Yudu Singkat, but after 2024, Yudu Singkat and their sponsors and continue by Secom DG, and right now Secom DG. So for the journey of the Selangor Giant, they start their competitive scenes with MPL Malaysia season 11, and they get 6th place on that tournament. So after finish the tournament, they continue their competitive with Snapdragon Pro Series season 3, which is they also get 6th place on that tournament. So after the tournament end, they get some rest and some training to continue their new season, which MPL Malaysia season 12. And for the season 12, they get 3rd place for the tournament. And I think for that season, I can see that the players and the coaching staff give their 100% effort on that tournament, and until they get their good result as a new team of the esport team. They have changed their players, the coaching staff and the managers of the team, and which is they are by a new player, 2 new players from Philippines, which is Kram and Innocence. They also buy a new roamer, which is Yums, that have more experience in in this pro scene. So I think I think he can give knowledge to their teammates and experience to their teammate, so that their teammate can get more better than before. So after they are by the new players and new coaching staff, the journey of Selangor Red Giant as begins, which they have won they have champion in MPL MY season 13, and that is the first time of their team of their achievement, which champion on MPL MY season 12. So after they finish the tournament, they have another tournament which is MSC. So for the MSC, they also have champions on that tournament, and they are the only teams that won in international scene, which every community esport are very proud of them, because they have been proud of Malaysia. So after they have finished the MSC tournament, 3 players of their teams have been chosen to representative for Malaysia to compete at Saudi Arabia, which is called IESF. So for the IESF, they also get a champion for that tournament, and which their win towards Philippines 2-0 at that tournament. But I think I was proud of them because they do their best and give 100% effort and 100% to the opponent, but they have lose the game. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for hear my opinion. I will pass the speech to my host, Mr. Fakrul. Thank you.
Yeah, and trust me, this journey wasn't easy. The road to success is filled with up and down, but the key is how we bounce back from adversity. So, Alan, what do you think was one of the biggest challenge team SRG faced when they were starting out?
Oh, okay. So I think it was pretty obvious that they had a very tough starting out. When they debuted on 2023, if I'm not mistaken, they start to compete in MPL MY at that time. So for their starting point to compete in MPL scene at that time is kinda tough for them, I think, because they had to compete with other big teams that have been compete in the MPL scene for a long time, such as maybe you guys know Todak, SRG, RSD, and Homeboys, and there's a lot of teams that have potential to be the strongest team in MPL MY scene. So and even they have start in kind of recent season of MPL MY, which is 2023, other than other teams, but they showed a very significant improvement, that they show that they can compete with all teams. So it shows that they have potential to grow to be one of the strongest team in MPL MY. So how about?
I think same for me. This what you're talking about native is very nice game for their gameplay. So Fakrul, do you have what your option?
For me, building the reputation is very tough. We know a lot about that. So we do know how they the team really focus to becoming a one team, and how they keep focus about winning. We need to know how they do that together.
Absolutely. But you know, it was smooth sailing. They faced some tough, especially in their first major tournament. Getting to the final only to fall short was probably a defining moment in their journey.
Okay. So yeah, I think you are right. As we thought in the first place that they had a very tough start. So I think as someone that have watched their games, they go through a lot of through ups and downs. They experience losses. Maybe when they lost, people will criticize them. They receive a lot of hate. But most important that they don't destroy their own spirit to improve their gameplay, their chemistry between players. And I've read that the news online that the coach said that they gone through overnight to plan lots of strategies to adapt with the gameplays and to find a way to improve their game style, to adjust what went wrong for them, and in order to be better, right? So it's kind of impressive on what they do, the dedication they put into competing in the MPL scene.
It's incredible how they turn that loss into something positive. You know, every champion has those moment, doubt and frustration. Is how you respond that set you fight.
Exactly. And looking at how far Team SRG comes in, they constantly has been
Tak bisa bahasa Inggeris.
consistency has been a key. They didn't just win one or two games, but they keep winning every year.
Yeah.
The level of excellence while facing tough competition is time show just how far they evolve.
And it's not just about the victories. They create a culture of teamwork. They've been crucial to their success. It's about being a cohesive unit that embrace the collaboration, and that's made all different.
Yeah, right. I saw that they had a very huge fans community that have been supporting them, and since it was a Selangor Red Giants team, right? So it's kinda established in a very long time, but not in the MPL scene, maybe in other sports such as like football, right? So it is well known to Malaysian community, and with that they receive from fans, coaches, and fellow players that help them rise throughout the journey of MPL from 2023 and 2024. So I think their fan base is not just like a ordinary fan base. It's a foundation that lots of people need to can follow their their spirit into supporting them regardless of their losses. Maybe that leads them to like kind of to nowhere, right? So yeah.
Yeah, you saw right. And speaking of future plans, we know TXD is stopping here. They're setting their their sight on even bigger goals, expanding into new area like coaching, content creation, and mentoring the next generation of gamers. So it's all about giving back and building something sustainable.
Yeah, that's what made the champions. They realize the success isn't a personal achievement. They thinking about how to uplifting another player, to sharing their knowledge, to make maybe to share a new player, a new potential player to come to their team, and they are creating opportunities for the next wave to make our legacy more big, more future.
Stop it. Get some help.
In the e-sport community, right? Yeah.
Yes, for future.
Yeah, I agree with that. So absolutely, I think we all agree and see that the impact of SRG to e-sport communities. So the journey of SRG is, as you can see, for the past like 2 years, they've been pretty well shown that they had a very huge potential to go further. Even though, like recently, the M4 tournament, have you guys watched it?
Yes, I watch it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we end up in the 4th place.
But they will keep evolving.
Yeah. I think they showed a very they tried their best, right? I think lots of fans kind of disappointed since this tournament M4 is quite one of the biggest MLBB competition, and it's international. And for this like 2024, it is held our country, Malaysia, on KL. So, but yeah, we just accept what have passed and move on to the next competition. So I believe that they can do improve a lot of things, maybe in terms of roster changing, game style, game taste, chemistry between players. There's a lot of room to still to be improved.
They're trying to expanding their team dynamic to become more chemistry for each other, to understand each other. Maybe I like the way they pushing their challenge to get champion. I like the mindset of their
Championship mindset that they had since from the debut MPL.
I could agree more. So to all of your turning in, remember the challenge is to beat when you have the right mindset and the support of a great team behind you. But we need to know how to face it.
I see how they turn those challenges that they've gone through into milestones that set them apart in the competitive gaming world. And for what Fakhrul said, that I also read it somewhere before that you impressed in how they create their chemistry, right? They kind of brave to take risks. So I once read that they took a risk on changing the players between at the time 2023 and 2024. The coach said that he willingly to cut his own salary to buy a new player on a very underrated player which no teams like seen him before. So that's kind of a risky option that the coach want to take, right? So turn out it becomes after the player came to the team, they straight win streak from that time, becoming a local championship MPL season 13 if I'm not mistaken, and led them to participating as Malaysia representative on MSC at that time.
Let's be real, like when Team SRG first started making their part, they didn't just step into the spotlight. They had to work twice as hard to get notice. The competition was fierce, and the gaming world can be unforgiving to newcomers, but despite that, they never lost focus on their goal.
Exactly. One of the biggest challenge for any up and coming team is simply gaining recognition. When Team SLG start, they had a proof that they were just another team. They were up against some the biggest name in industry, and pressure was enormous. But they kept pushing, stay dedicated, and stay true for their vision.
That's the one thing about Team SRG that lots of people notice. So they have this kind of mentality, never give up mentality. So but even when they recognize, when the recognition start to come, there were still moments of doubt. Right? I mean, I remember hearing about their first debut on that time, which it wasn't turned out pretty well. They through lot losses, so they were so close on to show the potential, but unfortunately, lots of teams have been better on that time than them. But it felt like everything was on the line. They just had to fix maybe like a minor mistakes on that time.
Absolutely. That loss was one of the hardest moment for the team. Losing after all the preparation and effort can really is hard. But they was set Team SRG apart instead of letting that defeat break them. They do a hard look at their performance and used it as a motivation to improve. That didn't see it as a failure. That's is an opportunity to grow.
Yes, that's the key to grow, and that's why the achievement since then have been so remarkable. They didn't just recover; they came back even stronger. Like the first major win after that loss was breakthrough day. They need to take a break. It wasn't about winning trophy. It was about providing that they could overcome any setback. They can
What?
more stronger after. They don't lose their motivation. Basically.
Yeah, so it's also about how they approach the next phase of the journey. Even though they win they receive the champion title on season 13 back then, and representative Malaysia team on MSC at Riyadh, Saudi, right?
Yeah.
So even they gone through lots of difficulties that time, and they still managed to win championship, which is very impressive at that time, because it is our first time, right? A Malaysian team that managed to go international competition to compete with other countries, and I think lots of players, Mobile Legend players, know that the very strongest country players, which is Philippines, followed by Indonesia. But at the time, we managed to defeat them even with a very tough matches, and I hope they don't stop right then. Like they feel like, oh, this is our time that we already win, so we just stop here. So I think that's give. I hope they they took it as a motivation to go to aim further, right? As just like Father said. So they began refining their strategies, perfecting their teamwork, because we know, right, Mobile Legends, they have changes from time to time. You can just yeah.
They need to adapt for new situation like new skill or
the
spell
gameplay,
whatever.
yeah, whatever. Because there's, I mean, there's a lot new heroes might upcoming. The skill changes, so they have to keep improvising their own chemistries. They are between players. Maybe those are the risks they had to take, right? The dedication. So their focus on collaboration become their secret weapon.
Yeah, and let's not forget about their community. Their fan is very loyal, supporter, have been together a lot, send up and down together. They build and the community is very nice of them, so we need to give a big clap for them.
Yeah, that's a big part of the journey too. They have been able to foster a strong the community, and that's given the momentum to push forward. Even when things get through, whenever it's fan cheering they on during tournament, or their tournament supporting each other throughout process is all part of what made their story so inspiring.
Yeah, it's true. Like I've seen before. If I remember correctly, like their fan community win the best fan base award at the time. Like recent season, right?
Yep, that was
So,
so wild.
Yeah, it was pretty chaos, but it's so much joy in that. So it has always been amazing to watch their evolution from time to time, even in such a short span within 2 years. Other than teams like Todak, maybe already compete like from 2003, so that was like 10 years probably. Yeah, from season 1 of MPLM1, and right now we're on season 14, 16, like 16. Yeah, so for SIG it was like really impressive to watch their evolution, their gameplays that they have brought throughout time, from the first major setbacks to becoming one of the most respected teams, even not just in the locals. The other teams from Philippines, oh my god, they respect their gameplays, that improve their, giving more like a motivation to our other teams to like becoming one of them.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. And now they solidified themselves as champions. Their pressure is even higher. Maintaining that level of excellence is not small feat. The competition is tougher and the stake higher, but one thing for sure, Team SRG is always ready for the challenge they thrive on it.
And that's why they're not just a team, they're a legacy. Then every time they face a challenge, they turn it into an achievement. So we can keep supporting them to become more stronger for our country, right?
And if it gives us such a huge impact on our sport community, and lots of other people that might not into esport also know that their success giving a huge potential and positivity to our country. So I think with this their journey, the SRG journey, can open people people's eyes, right? Like gaming is just not gaming.
Not just a game.
Yeah. So it's been pretty tough year for them. But it was all worth it, right?
Yeah. So, anything you want to add on that?
Actually, what Alan say is correct ah. So this game is not about for fun. It's just is for to the future too ah.
It's more than that. More than other people think like maybe gaming is it's just a waste of time, right? So
We need to change the mindset.
Yeah. So we end to this.
I think that's all for today's episode. So, we will back for another episode. So,
Yeah. Stay tuned.
stay tuned.